So Stevie was writing songs, basically dialogues to me. I was basically writing dialogues to her. And Christine McVie was writing dialogues to John. So you could say that what we did beyond the music was really tap into the voyeur in the audience.
Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham are two of the most famous star-crossed lovers in the rock world. The Fleetwood Mac band members were an on-again, off-again pair, fueled by passion and a shared love of music. Every time they broke up or got back together, it inspired music that's still beloved today. Keep watching to learn about songs Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham wrote to diss each other. Long Distance Winner. Long Distance Winner was one of the first songs the couple ever wrote about each other. It wasn't the most vitriolic or popular diss track they'd ever put out, but it was a sign of things to come. The song was finished before the duo even ended up coming to Fleetwood Mac. They released it when they were still a duo known as Buckingham Nicks. Long Distance Winner was also one of the first songs that Stevie ever wrote about Lindsey at all. It spoke about an out-of-control lover who was, quote, too hot to the touch, and used imagery of other star-crossed figures like Cleopatra. The song was finished just before Lindsey went away on a long trip, and Stevie's loneliness inspired the longing ballad Landslide. Long Distance Winner sounds more like a warning. If Lindsey had been able to cool down and slow his rock star habits, perhaps one of the most well-known love affairs in rock and roll would have lasted forever. Dreams. Stevie wrote Dreams by herself on a bleak evening. She put it together alone on a piano. While she'd written it in isolation, the song wasn't one that she could write alone. She also knew she had to have the man she wrote it about on the track with her. Lindsey could spot the inspirations a mile away. He knew it was about their relationship even more than any fans ever could. That must have made the recording of Dreams a bit awkward. It was one of the most emotional moments in Fleetwood Mac's existence. Stevie, Christine, and Lindsey all huddled together around one microphone. They probably all knew what it was about and had to suffer through the awkwardness anyway. It's no wonder Stevie only felt comfortable performing it alone after that. Taking that step to work with Lindsey when they weren't on the best of terms worked out well. Tapping into emotional wounds that deep is a personal experience, even if you're also sharing it with the entire world through music and other bandmates. The vulnerability and emotion put into it made it a standout in the Fleetwood Mac catalog today. It's a full expression of everything about love. It doesn't shy away from the heartache it can create and the lowest points that Lindsey and Stevie likely experienced.
Thanks to NOLA Mattress for sponsoring this video. NOLA is an award-winning mattress brand known for its cooling technology, exceptional pressure relief, and long-lasting durability. I'm typically a side sleeper and tend to overheat throughout the night, so I chose the best-selling NOLA Evolution mattress. It specifically supports spine alignment for side sleepers and has built-in cooling technology, so it seemed like the perfect fit for me. My mattress arrived rolled up in a box, which was super easy to set up. I just slid it out of the box, and within minutes, it was ready to go. I've now had this mattress for a little over 1 month, and it's completely transformed my sleep quality. I wake up feeling relaxed and rejuvenated, and I no longer wake up in the middle of the night from getting too hot. The comfort and cooling features of the Glaciotex cooling top has been a game changer, and I don't think I could ever go back to another mattress. Plus, buying online and getting it shipped straight to my door was way easier than going to the store. NOLA is unique because everything is made fresh to order in their Arizona factory. There's no fiberglass, no harmful chemicals, and zero off-gassing. Just clean, safe sleep. Plus, every mattress ships free and comes with a 120-night sleep trial and a limited lifetime warranty. They even offer financing if you need it. I love my NOLA mattress, and I think you would love one too. If you're looking for a new bed, head to nolamattress.com/faxverse and use the code FAXVERSE to get an extra $50 off your NOLA mattress. This is an additional discount on top of whatever is already being offered on the site, so go check it out while you can. And after you check out, you can help out our channel by telling them that I sent you in their post-purchase survey. Thanks again to NOLA Mattress for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to go to nolamattress.com/faxverse and use the code FAXVERSE for $50 off your NOLA mattress.
Silver Springs. While Silver Springs isn't one of Fleetwood Mac's most well-known tracks, it's one of their best. It's also one of the most poignant looks into Stevie and Lindsey's relationship that they ever created. So if it's so great, why didn't it end up being more well-known? Why doesn't everyone recognize the title like they would Dreams or Go Your Own Way? It had nothing to do with Rumors, the album it was meant to be on, as Dan Rather pointed out in an interview with Lindsey.
A lot of people considered it at the time, and for that matter since, as the perfect or near perfect album for the times. Mm-hmm. It's one of the most famous rock albums in history. Lots of top 10 hits. What was it really about, Rumors? I'm keeping in mind that one critic called it a flawless record pulled from the wreckage of real lives.
Lindsey agreed. He also pointed out he thinks the success of that album had much more to do with the emotions in its songs than anything else. Silver Springs had emotions in spades. So what happened to it? Well, when Rumors was written, standard albums could only be about 45 minutes long. It was all you could fit on a 12-inch vinyl. You could go for a longer record if the record label was willing to go for a double LP. Fleetwood Mac's label wasn't willing to take the chance. That's why Silver Springs ended up getting cut to save space. It was like cutting a wonderful scene in a film just to save on runtime. Many people involved thought leaving it off the album was not the right choice. Richard Dashett, co-producer of Rumors, once called Silver Springs, quote, the best song that never made it to a record album. It's a breakup song centering around the impact of Lindsey's personal issues. It also talks about the haunting nature of having an ex and how they never truly leave your mind and your life. Silver Springs is a song that proves the effects that Fleetwood Mac stars had on each other that will never leave them. Stevie told Rolling Stone in 2009 that Silver Springs was her, quote, realizing that Lindsey was going to haunt me for the rest of my life, and he has. In it, Stevie sings, I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you. Things got personal during a performance in 1997. She looked right at Lindsey when she sang, In a way, she's right. The sound of her voice in this song will last forever on the recording of this affecting song. Go Your Own Way. Go Your Own Way sits there among the most well-known Fleetwood Mac songs of all time. It's also most likely the most well-known song that Stevie and Lindsey wrote about each other. That makes it the most popular diss track in the band's history as well. Stevie admits that, quote, it was certainly a message within a song and not a very nice one at that. The star-crossed lovers were definitely trying to tell each other something. Whether they got the message or not is debatable, but the fans definitely resonated with it. However, there's one part of the message that she took offense to. She says she knows the line, packing up, shacking up is all you want to do, was directed at her, but she also says it wasn't true. The song, like so many other diss tracks, lives on because of the fire and rage behind it. Stevie's powerful backing vocals also help carry it all the way through. It has that special Fleetwood Mac balance of being angry yet tender. That's partially because it came at a time when Stevie and Lindsey were breaking up, but he didn't want to. It was difficult for him to put a final point on everything. He said, when asked about the message of Go Your Own Way, that it's
So basically saying, hey, I'm resigned to whatever happens, but it's a damn shame. It's not what I want.
He also joked that Secondhand News was written with a similar aim in mind. The difference was that one had a tinge of hope, talking about a couple who still had a willingness to get back together whenever the other party was ready. What makes you think you're the one? The intent of this song couldn't be clearer. You get what it says on the tin. Lindsey wrote it about Stevie. It's one of the most scathing tunes to ever come out of their relationship. The lyrics were one way it created such a powerful feeling. They serve as a way to clearly tell an ex you don't care about them anymore. It's a breakup anthem through and through. There's no room for obscurity. The delivery elevated it beyond anything else in Fleetwood Mac's catalog. Lindsey practically screams this song. His anger and frustration couldn't be any clearer to listeners. All of the negative aspects of Stevie and Lindsey's relationship are funneled into this song. There's no bittersweetness or hope here. It's all anger and rage. Stevie also admits the relationship wasn't healthy. The negative aspects of it are here in this song for everyone to hear. If anyone needed convincing that Stevie and Lindsey's decision to split was the right one, including themselves, this song could do the trick. It's the most severe diss track Fleetwood Mac ever had. Lindsey couldn't have had any other purpose but to diss Stevie and get over the pain of losing her when he wrote it. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite diss track? Let us know in the comment section below.